Hello and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. Happy Tuesday. I hope you had a great Memorial weekend. I know I did. It was a blast. Spent some time with some family and friends. Really nice. But getting back into the swing of things today, it feels good. And I want to talk to you today about your business, and are you actually approaching your business like a business? This is so important, and I have to stress this to you because this could be the difference between you actually making money in voiceover and you not making money in voiceover. Listen, I see a lot of people working their butts off, trying really hard, but they're forgetting something, and you know what? I wouldn't say forgetting. I would say that we're given a lot of information as voice actors from other voice actors, right? Like me, for example, but also a lot of groups. You know, there's a lot of groups that tell you a lot of stuff, right? That say, you know, hey, listen, you're worth so much. You know, don't undervalue yourself by charging a lower price, or, you know, you're hurting the industry by doing XYZ, or, you know, you're doing this and you're doing that, and you are the cause for this and you're causing that, right? We hear all of these things and we begin to look at what we're doing as individually, singular, like us, like we are the cause for this, we are the cause for that. And what it does, though, that kind of mindset, that kind of talk, it makes us veer away from the idea that we're actually building a business. All right. And when I think of a business, all right, a business and a person, I think of, you know, two separate things. Okay. Even individually branding, but I still think of two separate things. The business, yes, is run by the person or multiple people, but the business itself is its own entity, right? It's its own idea. It has its own beliefs and values. It has its name, right? Now, yes, could you be that brand? Yes, but that becomes a business still. Okay, and there has to be separation. People struggle doing that. I'm aware. There has to be separation between it. But what I'm saying is that because of the talk and the things that we hear as voice actors a lot, that's a struggle. We forget that idea. And why that idea is so important, that it's a business, is because growing a business, there are things that you do that are known, that we know, that we've heard our whole lives. Right? Like businesses don't usually make money until 3, 4, 5 years down the road. There's not usually a profit. Okay. Or that money that you're making goes back into the growth of the business. It's reinvested in the business. Okay. That's an old, like a knowledge as old as business itself. Right. I've heard that from when I was just a little boy. Okay. But for some reason, we as voice actors, a lot of times don't think of our businesses that way. We want to make money and put it in our pocket, you know, the next day. Okay. And, you know, that's not the way business works. And the why I'm talking to you about this is because it's easy for us to get distracted from those things. So we forget the idea of what we're trying to build down the road. Right. And we're so concerned with what's right now. And what I mean by that is what are you doing on a daily basis that's going to create renewable, a consistent's a better word, a consistent business for you down the road, something that continues to work, right? Are you taking daily actions that's actually going to make you money, or daily actions that you're falling in one rabbit hole or the other? You know, I need to learn how to edit video, or I need to learn how to add cool sound effects to my evil character voices, or I need to learn how to start a podcast with 5 different funny character intros because I think it's really fun. All of those things are great, and I'm not telling you not to do them, but those things don't get you work. And are those things the most important thing for you to grow your business right now? Right? Are those things, are you paying attention to your financial numbers, like your income and your profit and loss statement, your income and expense sheet, your balance sheet? I mean, I've told this story a couple times, but when I made my first balance sheet for my business, it changed my whole outlook of my voiceover business, right? Because I looked on my balance sheet and I was like, there's really no assets. I mean, the only assets I have are, my equipment, but there was no, I mean, I had no, like, there's no intellectual property. There was no assets that were actually going to make me money, right? Because I couldn't put down on my asset sheet me. And that's where I started to take a step back and look at my business as more than just one guy talking in front of a microphone. Now, I'm not saying that you want to have some massive size business. That's not what I mean. I'm just saying that it's important for you to look at this like a business. I've spent so much time over the last, years, 4 years, learning more and more about running a business too, not just about voiceover. I mean, our knowledge about voiceover, that's we have to have that. But I'm talking about the business itself, running a business. I was not taught how to run a business in school. I didn't get, my MBA, all right, or even a B. I didn't get I didn't go to school to learn about business. Okay. I had a grandfather who was in business, but, he really died before I was smart enough to, ask him anything. Now I look back and I try to, I think back to some of the things that he did, and I didn't pay attention to any of it, but now I see why it was so beneficial. Some of the things he did because he started a lot of businesses, but I didn't know what I was doing. I had to learn it. I had to find information about business itself. So all I'm saying to you is that, we're in June. All right. We're 6 months in, and, halfway through the year. We really want to consider our journey in voiceover as your journey in becoming a better business owner. Okay. Yeah. And it might not be as exciting as getting in front of a microphone and doing all of the cool voices and the fun stuff that we get to do as voice actors. But the problem is if we don't do this business and we don't understand how to run a business, we're not going to be able to get in front of the microphone. Okay, we're not going to be able to understand the systems that are necessary for us to get work so that we can get in front of the microphone. Does that make sense? All right, so look, I'm excited. I mean, I talk a lot about business, a lot about, business and voiceover because I think they really make a big difference. All right, and I want you to consider, are you looking at your voiceover business as a business? Or are we just calling your voiceover business and it's more like a hobby? Okay. And I don't mean hobby as in you're not trying to make money, but I mean hobby as in you're not looking at it as a separate business. Okay. A separate business that has its own rules. It has its own life. It has its own values and beliefs and systems that go to it. That's different from when you stop and you rest for the rest of the day or night or whatever. When you're first starting out, it can be hard because they all kind of I remember they all kind of coalesce together, from your full-time job to your family to your responsibilities at home and everywhere to doing your voiceover business. But you're trying to create that business so that it runs as sustainable. All right. Okay. So again, ask yourself, are you running a business or are you running a hobby right now? And if you are running a hobby, all right, the first thing I really want you to do is step back, and start looking at your business. For example, do what I did. Create an income and expense sheet, a balance sheet. If you don't know what those are, you need to look those up. You need to know these things for running a business. Okay. And all those things are going to show you is what is actually happening financially with my business. You have to treat this like a business. Are you making money and are you getting dinner? Are you going out to eat? Are you putting it into a business bank account? Are you reinvesting it? What are you doing with that money? Okay. Remember, in the end, all right, money and the flow of money is the lifeblood of our business. Okay. I'm not saying it's all about money, but businesses have to have money in order to sustain what we're trying to accomplish. Money is not the end goal that we're trying to accomplish in a business. A business has a purpose. It should have a purpose. You should have a purpose. Whether your purpose is to have fun, or your purpose is to make a difference, or your purpose is to help people share their message, or your purpose is to leave your mark on them, whatever your purpose is for your business, okay, it has to have a purpose. But money is the blood that keeps the business going in order to fulfill that purpose. Does that make sense? All right. So I don't want to get too much off on another tangent on that. But listen, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great session before this video, and I wanted to come on while the thoughts were still fresh in my mind and tell you guys about what I was thinking. So take a hard look at your business. Am I running a business? Am I running a hobby? Am I really putting in the effort to make this thing legitimate? You know? All right, guys, thank you so much. If you get a chance, please like, subscribe the video. As always, if you're looking to grow your voiceover business, head over to aviosjourney.com. We've got some great courses over there for growing your business, whether it's on Fiverr, whether you need a marketing plan, whether you need voice acting or want to be a part of a VO's Journey Elite group, whether you're just starting out or a seasoned voice actor. We'd love to have you. All right, guys, thank you so much. Talk to you later. Have a great Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.